Hello everyone, my name is Nikita, I'm a quant trader and software engineer, and today we are going to explore the MACD indicator in one strategy across all time frames on the main global markets like cryptocurrency market, US stock markets, NYSE and NASDAQ, futures markets like CME, COMEX, CBOE, and of course Forex. Across the internet, many claim that this strategy offers a high win rate like 86 percentages, and you can earn thousands of dollars. Someone earns $45,000 per day. In my opinion, those traders and bloggers do it to get a lot of video views and to sell their trading courses. So let's check it. We will do backtesting on historical data to see if this really true on time frames from 1 day to 1 minute for the long period of time to confirm if it really works regardless on the season. But let's first talk about the backtesting. What is strategy backtesting? I downloaded a TXT file of all assets in different markets, and each of them has the same structure. This one is an example of Apple stock on 50 minutes time frame. We have timestamp, open, high, low, and volume. So this data is enough to do tests programmatically. That means that I can tell my strategy and my script in programming language that I want to buy like here and to sell here, and with this data we can calculate profits and loss and other financial metrics like Sharp, and we can get the profits as the results of the backtesting days. We can also create P&L charts during any time, visualize candlestick patterns, and have full control over all the data. For our testing, I will use FreakyTrade library written on Python programming language. This is open source library which anyone can download it and use it. So you need just basic programming knowledge in this field. And in this description to the video, there will be available link to download all sources codes from GitHub that I do from this video, and you can truly confirm my words on your own. So I decided to use the C2 blogger and to test his strategy with 86% win rate. But first, let's say a few words about MACD. What is it? MACD is an indicator that filters out insignificant short-term price movements and allows traders to enter or exit trades at the early stage of new trends. Additionally, the MACD can help identify overbought or oversold conditions, signaling potential trends reversal in advance. So the dynamics of average price levels can be displayed on the chart as line known as moving average. In uptrend, the price typically stays above the moving average, while in downtrend it remains below it. When the price crosses the moving average, it may indicate a potential trend reversal. Thus, traders can simply watch for the price crossing the moving average line and buy or sell accordingly. So MACD is classified as an oscillator, and its chart is displayed in separate panel below the price chart. And most important here is lines, MACD line, signal line, and histogram. And it must be said that default MACD settings are consistent across all technical analysis platforms, and usually there is a 12 period short-term moving average and 26 period long-term moving average. And the optimal settings for the signal line is 9 period. So let's discuss the strategy. Of course, there are a lot of thousands of combinations of MACD with many other indicators. We will talk about exactly this one, and this is the most basic, the crossover MACD strategy. The primary signal generated by the MACD indicator is the crossover between the MACD line and the signal line. When the MACD line crosses above the signal line from below while being below zero, this is considered a buy signal. And when the MACD line crosses below the signal line from above while being above the zero, it indicates a sell signal. And exit is just opposite. I decided to use when it's opposite signal. For long positions, exit on the next short signal, and for short positions, exit on the next long signals. Okay, let's do some coding on FreakyTrade library, and then I will show the backtest results. So this is the Visual Code text editor, and here is the folders and files that are generated by FreakyTrade library. You can generate it super easy just to read the documentation about how to do this. The first config file, this is the basic file that is generated automatically. Genuinely, I did not change here so many things, so this is just the basics. Another file that we will use, the backtest JSON. That means that we will start trading from $10,000 available capital, and max open trades 50, meaning that 2% is the risk. That means that the first trade will be $200. And the next folders are stocks, futures, crypto. This is I put here the contracts and the assets that we will trade. I just downloaded and get the top store most liquid futures from the Binance. We will trade futures, and here we will be make the backtesting. Next, I will show the stock markets. I set fee this value. I don't know what's the best. It's just ChatGPT recommend me in my case to set this fee. By the way, where do I get this all data? I downloaded this from Interactive Brokers API, the data from historical data from all the timestamps, time candles, because FreakyTrade only allows you to use cryptocurrency markets. It downloads automatically, but to use Forex, you say futures and stocks, you need to do this manually, and you need to modify a Python code of the library to connect this exchange. Well, the next one will be, you say futures, this is the main contracts, and the next, the Forex. I downloaded 50 most liquid pairs I found. Okay, let's go further. Now I open the strategy on Python code that I coded, and this is the whole code for the strategy, the crossover of MACD from that YouTube blogger, and let's quickly discuss what is it. So this is the main libraries that we connect. Here I showed the settings for MACD, 12, 26 and 9, the period for moving average, this we will use. This is for plotting some visualizations I will show you in several minutes. This is the stop loss settings depending on the time frames. I just decided as the most comfortable to work, in my opinion. The most part is about this function is the populate entry trend. Here is how that data frame, this is the data that I showed you at the beginning of the video, the data of open, high, low, close and volume from each timestamp. MACD, this function, it just calculates our MACD indicator. So it's a good news that everything is already built in. We just need to use this library, so it's already coded. Here are some plotting visualizations I will show you soon. And here is the main logic. So for Python language, for this is just the loop, and we iterate for each candle. As you remember this one, I show you this is each candle, 15 minutes. So depending on our time frame, it will iterate each step, 1, 2, 3, and so on. We loop each step and then make these if conditions. And if it's success about these conditions, we compare crossovers, MACD signal and MACD. We enter long position or we enter short position. And the same but opposite I use for exit trend. Generally that's it, it's super simple. Let's check quickly the visualization, how it will look like, and then I will show you backtest. The next thing that I'm going to show you is the plotting. Is the very important thing that we need to confirm that we made the strategy correct, that we have correct signals, buy, enter, exit, and so on. So as you see, this is I decided to choose the Bitcoin on 15 minutes time frame. And this graphics is generated also by FreakyTrade library, is built in. I made some modifications like better visualizations. I put here the MACD, I put these points for better understanding what's going on. So the triangles, green and red, it indicates long short signals, and this is exit profit or loss. It's much better to understand. For example, let's take this example. By the strategy, we need to go short when the MACD and signal line, they cross each other and we go short. Here we got short positions, but we enter in profit because I put the exit signals when the directions go opposites. And we can see also some more information like stake amount, the profits, and the duration. Duration 285 minutes and small profit. And when we do from the zero below, we go long position. That's why we go in here long. And then when again we get in the stop loss, and so on. So this is the graphics. I see that everything works correct. Moreover, we can see a lot of another signals in this area, for example. And for this case, I added the yellow small triangles. And why we are not going to long position here? Just only because that we have already opened these positions and we can open more than one. And so everything is correct. I see we got long signal as I wrote the strategy and that YouTube blogger suggests for us, and everything works correct. Now let's go to backtest results. Now we are going to discuss the final part, why we're here to discuss the results. So this is the macOS terminal, and this is just the Python command that I executed to get the results. We did the backtesting function. We added the config files with script of backtesting and config that I showed you. Here is the directory where I downloaded my crypto historical data, the strategy, time frame for last 1 year with half, and some other options. So let's check. I have already executed the script, so this is the final results. We can see this is the total balance, almost $6,000, and I remind you that we start from $10,000 deposit. Here we can see total trades, average profit, average duration, win, lose, win rate, and drawdown. Another interesting metric we can see here is the long short separately. So we can see that totally that long profit has quite high than short. So shorting with MACD strategy, it seems not so good. Also we got sharp and other metrics here. What is more, we can see the backtesting report from each asset, and we can see the best here going ascending to the worst assets. Left open trades mean that's the trades that left open until the end of May or 3rd June, as I did backtesting. Here are stop loss for our strategies, so the reasons why I exit, and also week breakdown, meaning how much profits we get for each week. So we can also plot this chart, but I think there is no need. We can see just clearly what's going on here. Well, let's move forward. The next time frame is 4 hours for the last 1 year. 4 hours we got 1,400 profit. This is total trades, everything the same, you can see. Here's very interesting fact, the short is getting more profitable than long for 4 hours. Yeah, very weird. Sharp. Here we can see also the same report, but another sets are more profitable. Here are the worst, and week breakdown also. Next is 1 hour for the last 6 months. Now we got negative profit minus 900s, quite small win rate for long and short, also not so pretty statistics. Sharp is negative. Backtesting report also we get some profitable coins, but mostly of them are negative. All right, 30 minutes I tested for last 5 months. Yeah, from 1 to 5. Here we get also minus 2000s. Okay, low win rate. Here is also negative. You can see day breakdown. Now I got the set the breakdown of day, and generally we got some high days, but mostly it's all about the negative. Here is the fart coin, the best, the worst trades. This is it. 15 minutes I tested also for 5 months. Here the results absolutely negative. Long and short also negative. And here mostly all the coins are negative. Next 5 minutes. 5 minutes I tested for 3-4 months. It's also minus $8,000. Low win rate, a lot of losses. Short, absolutely negative. About the coins, also negative. 3 minutes time frame. 3 minutes I tested this period. It grows out almost 100,000 trades, average duration 1 hour, a lot of losses, and minus, yeah, not so good. Sharp, everything negative, okay. And the final one is 1 minute. 1 minute I tested for 2 months because there are a lot of trades, 166,000. Yeah, a lot of trades, everything is negative. So to crowd it all, I would say mostly we can trade maybe 1 day, 4 hours, but it's all about the negative. Let's move next exchange. Stock market. Let's check stock market. Everything the same. I only changed the config file for stock market configurations and the directory to change the stocks where I set from Interactive Brokers API. All the same 1 day time frame, the same time range. Let's see results. We've got $200 only profit, average profit this value, a lot of duration, win rate 42 percentages. Let's check long. We got positive, short, negative profits. So for shorts I wouldn't trade. Also we got sharp 0.53. This is all stocks. I traded 100 stocks. This is the most profitable as the previous crypto ascending order. Here is a negative profitable. What is more? Week breakdown. We have these results, a lot of minus days, but only some high. We can see this. All right. Next time frame for hours for the last 1 year. We got the profit 424, so average profit this value 0.17, average duration 12 days, 42 win rate. We've got mostly on the long profits with sharp 2.26. Here are the most profitable stocks, most negative stocks. Okay, as you see, stop loss is different here. By the way, we mentioned there the stop loss is a -4%, but we can see here some other values that happen because we get higher time frame and it's just the back testing. And also we get some fees. Next, we go 1 hour time range. 1 hour is for last year. For this duration, we got $152 profit. Average duration 5 days, 47 win rate. We got mostly shorts for positive profits, and sharp is 2.54. Here is the most traded stocks, most profitable and most negative. 30 minutes for the last 5 months. And 40 minutes stocks, equities, we got total 2,000 with half trades and minus $110. Long a little bit positive, shorts negative, low sharp. Here are most profitable stocks. Next 15 minutes. 15 minutes for the last 5 months. Also, we got minus $122. Win rate half. Long shorts these values, and sharp also negative. This is now day breakdown. I said so we can see each day. Most profitable stocks. Next 5 minutes. 5 minutes I tested for last 4 months. Here we got minus $1,200.88. Not so profitable. Long and shorts also negative. Sharp obviously negative. We got here almost also negative, so it doesn't work for sure. And 1 minute time frame we got for the last 2 months. It also minus $1,000 and more. Everything is negative. Everything is here most profitable. And this is it. For futures USA market, I'm so sorry for futures people because there's technical problem was with interactive brokers, so I downloaded only 15, 5 minutes and 1 minute time frame. But the next videos I'll do the full backtest. So for futures markets, everything the same. I also only changed the config file and the directory where I downloaded the data. And for 15 minutes, I backtested on the last 5 months. Let's check the results. We got minus $8,000, the worst result. So everything low win rate, low average profit. What about long short positions? They're both negative and sharp, all obviously super small. Let's check the pairs. This is the pairs I traded, so mostly everything is also negative. For day breakdown, yeah, also the same. We got losses almost every day. 5 minutes. 5 minutes I tested for the last 3-4 months. Here we almost lost all the money from 10,000 traded deposit. Yeah, everything is super low. Long short doesn't matter, negative for everything, and all pairs also negative. Okay, the next 1 minute I tested also for last 2 months, and here we got also we lost all the money. So I don't know why, but it doesn't work for futures market. It's absolutely different. You see, all pairs we got super negative. Only NASDAQ index maybe a little bit. The last market that is left is Forex Market. So I did everything the same as previous exchanges and markets. I only changed the Forex config file and the folder of the directory where I load the data. We start also 1 day for the last 1 year with half. Let's see the results. For this strategy, we got minus $169 total profits. We can see total trades, average profit per trade, average duration, win loss, and win rate, obviously. Some other more statistics, long shorts, we've got negative both values and sharp obviously negative. Let's check the pairs. For the pairs, some of them we can see profits with the same metrics, but mostly I see the negative values here. Let's check the breakdown. Week breakdown, we got these values. It's also for each week. We can see the profits depending on the week of the month. And some periods we got pretty nice profits. Maybe it depends on the trend or anything else. Okay, 1 day we checked. Now 4 hours time frame for the last 1 year. Total profit is minus $561. Win rate 52%. Both long and short we get negative values. Sharp also minus 12, negative. The best pairs are here, and we agree down obviously mostly negative values. 1 hour we tested for last 6 months, and for this period we got a little bit profitable value. $155. We got long shorts. Yeah, everything's profits, but not so high total profit. Only a little more than 1% from all the traded deposit. Traded deposit is $10,000. Here are the most profitable pairs. Next 30 minutes I tested for the last 5 months, and we got minus $274. Both long and short we got negative values. Sharp is also negative. Most profitable pairs. 15 minutes. For the 15 minutes, for the also last 5 months, we've got minus $551. Profits with 49% win rate. both long and short negative, and sharp negative. Most profitable pairs. 5 minutes. For the 5 minutes, for the last 3-4 months, we've got minus $600, 47 profit. Long and short both we've got negative. Backtest report. Mostly everything is negative. And 1 minute time frame. 1 minute I tested for the last 2 months. We've got minus $346, 43% win rate. And long short both we've got minus values. Only some pairs we've got positive profits. That's it about the 1 minute and the Forex exchange. One last interesting thing I'd like to show you about the hyper optimization and tuning. So you can tell me, yeah, we got the stop loss for each time frame, and I made it by myself for some reasonable things, like ChatGPT recommended me the best for this. And you can tell me that maybe this is wrong, maybe YouTube blogger would like to tell us that we should remove them, or at least to use another one. And also we use the MACD settings, the fast period, slow, and signal line, these settings. And on that video, YouTube blogger, he showed us which one we need to use, the default. But maybe he meant that we need to find for our markets, find out more accurate for that markets. Okay, and for this, let's do tuning. Let's try to test all possible params for our strategy, and to get what results will be, what the best results can be if we tune these params. I set to test from 3 to 100 each param, and the stop loss starting from -2 until the -99%. And I will execute our Python script to check all possible options for each combination. And here are the results. I decided to start for cryptocurrency as the example for 1 hour market, and this is the script to execute. So we tune only buy and stop loss. This means our MACD params for time range, the same as I started backtesting 6 months, and we are trying to get the most profitable params. Here is the backtesting. Here is the hyper optimization results. It gets different combinations and prints the best for them. And here are the results. It found the best params. Each period, signal, and the stop loss. So after this, I put this data in our script to be executed, and here is the results of our backtesting. We see that it's really much more higher results for this. We've got 6,700 total profit from 10,000 deposit, and it really works much more better. Also, we can notice that long positions are pretty negative, and the short positions works good. Let's check the most profitable pairs. This is the most profitable pairs, much more than negative. This is negative pairs. Okay, let's check the breakdowns. We can see that most of the weeks will get positive results, so maybe in some kind, yeah, we can use this time frame for this MACD strategy. This is finally the results from the all exchanges, markets that I tested, and I showed you in one summary table. We can see that crypto is mostly profitable on the higher time frames, and a little bit profits for the US stock markets and equities. For the futures, unfortunately, I traded only for small time frames, and Forex, mostly everything is negative. So to crown it all, I can say that YouTube blogger promised for us 86% swing rate. I can't see anything results about this, and mostly everything is negative. The best results is in crypto we got with 1 hour hyper optimization that I made. But of course, if I would make optimization for another time frames, maybe of course it can be a little bit higher results. But we need to be careful with this because it's optimization for the only 6 months, and this these configurations can be overfitted. So meaning that in the 7th or 8th months it can be negative. So we need to be very careful about this. Well, thank you about for watching this video. Give me feedback and comments about what I did wrong or what strategies would you like me to test also. I would do with pleasure a lot of job about this. So just give me a feedback, and thank you very much.